Hello. My name is Mel from Mel's Paper Makes. I'm a 24-year-old cash stuffer here on YouTube, and I do a lot of cash stuffings, budgets, cash condensings, and I wanted to do a check-in on my goals. I set financial goals for myself in the beginning of the year, and they are to bring my car loan down to $7,500, to save for moving, to save for my friend's wedding, for travel, and to contribute $500 towards my Roth IRA, and to save $10,000 in my emergency fund. If you want to have more of an explanation towards my goal itself, I'll find a video and try to link it into the description. But let me get my pointer. I took this information right here, the start of quarter one, from my 2023 budget planner. And as you can see right here, it's December week 5. You can see like how my guesses for my coin and my dollar challenge. But I took these numbers from here, except for my car loan, because that is coming from my bank account. And that's just not gonna, it's just not gonna be on my budget sheet. But I took my moving, wedding, and my friend's wedding and travel from this sheet. And as you can see, moving has 210. My friend's wedding had 575. Travel had 550. And then my Roth IRA had just opened at the very tail end of 2023, so nothing had gone in. Well, something did, but this is just my contribution for 2024. And then you can see my emergency fund was at $8,875, which is reflected here. So to figure out what the actual target is for these actual goals, saving up for moving, the amount for it was $1,650. The amount I wanted for my friend's wedding is $1,350. The amount I wanted for travel was $1,635. And then I wanted to get my car loan down to $7,500. And the difference between these two numbers is around $4,000. And then to get my emergency fund to $10,000, I need $1,125 to go into there. So I just took the difference between this number and got this one. So that's what the numbers are in green. I think to be consistent, this should also be green. I hope this isn't too confusing. I apologize if it is. But the numbers in green are basically how much I need to contribute towards this goal to achieve it. And I think setting goals is very, very important when it comes to being motivated for a budget or being motivated in finances, just because it is a really nice motivation. I'm very, very achievement oriented. So if I'm able to, at the end of the year, to check this off, that drives me. Some people might be different. Some people might also feel like they are also goal oriented. So if you feel like you want to try out budgeting, it's very, very good to give yourself a goal, because it gives you something to work towards. Just so you're being a little more intentional with your budgeting and with your finances. So now let's see where I was at the end of the first quarter. So that would be the end of March. So I'll hop on to my other budget planner for 2024. As you can see, this is at the end of March, and there isn't a lot going into my envelopes because at this time I had been laid off. At the beginning of March, I was laid off from my corporate engineering job. I was there for just a little under 2 years, and I was working with my severance and with my bills buffer that I have in here. You can see right there, $278. I have a bills buffer, and I used some of that. And I was also a month ahead on my bills already, so I used that until I found my other job, my new job currently. So that has been going well, but that explains why there isn't a lot going into these envelopes. So I'll just take these some of these numbers and put them into my goal check-in. So the numbers I can take are moving, wedding, travel, Roth IRA, not Roth IRA, and my emergency fund. So moving, wedding, travel, and my emergency fund, and I can just fill those in right now. So for moving, I ended up with 845 in here. For my friend's wedding, oops, sorry, wrong numbers. Moving was 970. My friend's wedding was 845. Sorry, just a mix of numbers. And then travel was 955. My goodness, I'm very picky with my fives, with how I write my fives. So that's why I erased it. And my emergency fund is on the other side. I had 9,410 in my emergency fund, which is great because I was thinking that it would take me like the whole year to get to $10,000. But I don't know, for some reason in the first quarter, I was like, okay, I really want to save $10,000. I just want to get it done and over with. And I'm so glad I did. Thankfully, I didn't need to use it for the time I was unemployed because I gave myself so much of a buffer in everything that I really didn't need to dip into it. So I'm very thankful for that. I have 2 numbers left that I need to populate, but this number comes from my bank account and this comes from my retirement account. And I went ahead and filled those in and pop. That's the first one. I have 10,277 left in my car loan at this point. This was at the end of March. It's very different now. And then for my retirement, I have 171. I had 171 at my Roth IRA, in my Roth IRA. Now I know I can contribute more into my Roth IRA now, but I wanted to get into the habit of contributing towards it. I am now contributing monthly towards my Roth IRA. I have a 401k as well, but I also want to give myself more options in the future and open up a Roth IRA. And reason why it's so low is because I am really focusing on paying down my car loan. And good news, I am on the track to completely blow this goal out of the water. And that is something that I'm very, very excited about. So now that I have my ending and my start, I want to figure out how much it changed by. So how much money I put into these goals for the 3 months in the quarter. So I'll zoom us in and we can fill everything out on the side. So actually I'll zoom us out just a little bit more so that I can bring out my calculator. My lovely calculator, and let me see if I can. I have a little granny square here. I use them for coasters, but I have my little granny square here so it's just on a tilt so it's not as blurry. Okay, so now let's take the difference of everything. I have a difference of 1,167 and 28 cents for my car loan. For moving, it is 760. For my friend's wedding, it is 270. For travel, it is 405. For my Roth IRA, it's 171. I can do that all by myself. And then finally, for my emergency fund, there was a change of $535. So, just a quick overview. You can see how much went into my goals. I just want to do something for fun, and I want to see how much in total I put towards my goals. It's nice to see them individually, but I want to see them as a group. And that is $3,000 $308.28. Oops, going towards my goals. So that's actually super nice to see, just because you can see that this was a big priority for me to get these goals done. Like I said, I'm very goal oriented. I really want to tick check marks on a box, and that is reflected in my finances. You can see I put 3,000. That's, oops, not by one. That's almost $1,000 towards my goals every single quarter. Now, some might be more than others, but on average, $1,000, $1,001 towards every single goal. Now I want to, it's nice that I have my start and end and the difference between the two, but I want to see in big picture how close I am to completing that goal. So the reason why I have these numbers here to the side, the total and how much I need to save, is because I want to see the percentage. Like, am I 30% of the way done with some of these? Am I 50% of the way done with some of these? So I'm just going to calculate some percentages. So I'm going to take the change. I'm going to take the change and divide it by my goal amount, and we should get the percentage. Granted, you also multiply by 100 to get the actual percentage. So that is 1,167.28 divided by that 4,000, not 400, 4,000, and you multiply it by 100. I am 28% of the way done with my car loan goal. So that's 28. Oh, not 28, 29. And I will do that for the rest of them. So 760 divided by 1440, we have 53. Next is 270 divided by 775. We have 35. 405 divided by 1,085. This is 37 at 37%. 171 divided by 500 is 34%. And for my emergency fund, 535 divided by 1,125, this is at 48% rounded. And oh my goodness, you didn't even see. Ta-da! You didn't even see. But those are the percentages. And that's kind of to show how, like, the percent completion of my goal. And for quarter one, to be on track, you want to be hitting your goal at least 25%, right? So it's a quarter. So you want to be a quarter way towards your goal. And as you can see, for all of them, I am above 25%. So I'm actually ahead of my goals. So that is really nice to see. And hopefully this is something that I can continue in my following quarters. I will tell you that at the time of recording, like I said, halfway through quarter two, this goal is at 100%. It's actually more than that. I am at $10,010 in my emergency fund, so this is over 100%. And that's one goal done, one goal ticked. And I was really excited to say I've completed that goal, and it really just motivated me to complete my other goals as well. And I'm really focusing on putting more money towards my goals. And yeah, it just gets me really motivated to stick to my goals. And I love being able to just check things off. So it's going to be really exciting when I do my quarter two goal check-in, because I can say for my emergency fund, that is complete. And that means a lot to know that in the second quarter, I've already completed one of my 6 goals. That's pretty awesome. So I'm really excited to see where this goes for the end of the quarter. Please let me know if this is something that was interesting. If it was too hectic, please let me know so that I can make it better in my next check-in. If you are a budgeting channel, please leave me a comment down below so that I can check out your channel as well. I have budgeting sheets in my description as well. It's linked to a Google Drive, which is free. It has has budget sheets similar to what I have, but it doesn't have the green. It has like transaction logs. It also has a goal check-in, or it has a check-in, but it's not like per quarter. It's not like, it doesn't have these tables. It has just an overall check-in. But let me know if there are ways I can improve. I really appreciate you watching this video. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!